Yeah. The sweet sound of Tuesday. Craft beer and baseball. Let's fill her up. I was going to say get her done, but I didn't want to do that. That's a dated reference, no?
Well, but fill her up kind of is a similar reference because he also voiced Mater. So
there you go.
So I guess it all comes together anyway.
All comes full circle. but I like fill her up. I think that's another catchphrase we have to put into our show somehow. I also have another one as ABC, all bases covered. So ooh. I don't know how I'm going to use that, but I thought I'd throw that out there. We're having a team meeting. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 72 for September 14th, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you turn on notifications and subscribe. Hey, tell a friend too. Some housekeeping before we start. Thank you to Patreon super supporter Cowboy Jack Durango for his contribution to the Beer Baseball Blog on the power hitter level. I saw the good cowboy in the chat, and thank you so much for filling in for Angelo last week. It was really awesome to have you on the show as always. Angelo's sitting here. He's warming up on the on deck circle, so we'll get to him in just a second. Thank you to Patreon super supporter Rachel Elnar for her contribution to the Beer Baseball Blog on the power hitter level. Thank you, Rachel. And thank you to Scott Loss for his contribution on the cleanup hitter level. Check out his comics and merchandise at accidentalaliens.com. And lastly, thank you to Patreon supporter If Sports Cards. Ian, I think he's out there. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. Yes, he is. He is out there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
He joined us from vacation. Thank you.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's awesome. Where are you at, Ian? Let us know. Or do you know, Angelo?
I think he's on a fishing trip.
That's awesome. Yeah. Nothing says getting away from going off the grid than watching our show. So thank you so much. You can check out If Sports Cards on their YouTube channel. They do sports card box breaks, pack openings, mail days. They have a really great channel, and we love collaborating our future collaborations with them. I'm putting that out there. If you would like to be a Patreon supporter and help out the Beer Baseball Blog and all of our endeavors, go to patreon.com/beer baseball. We also have an Etsy page where you can buy stickers, buttons, beer coasters, and that all goes to supporting us as well. Here's the lineup card for today. Batting leadoff, he is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball Blog, Angelo Trinidad. Welcome.
Batting leadoff and not necessarily known for my speed. However, during the Laguna Hills Men's League game last night, I went from first to home, thanks to my third base coach, who I guess doesn't like me very much. but I scored safely. Yeah. I did not have to slide.
Okay.
But just because I'm batting leadoff doesn't mean I'm necessarily I necessarily have the speed. But great to be here. Cowboy Jack, shout out! Thank you for pinch hitting for me last week, and happy to be back here this week. And wow, I mean, episode 72. I can't believe it. I think I say that every single week. It's crazy, but fun times, and the regular season may be coming to an end in Major League Baseball. But the Beer Baseball Blog has a season that never ends.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. We're year round. It seems so. We'll be playing some winter ball, some definitely over the holidays and into 2022. Is that even a number? That's why. Yeah. It's why when I'm doing the the little teases for our show and stuff like that. Like I'm getting into the numbers on the back of the jerseys. Like what I never thought we would get to Carlton Fisk, So yeah. Like I'm there's some great jersey numbers coming up that you didn't even expect. So I might have to combine a few sevens and threes and fours probably, or but we'll see. I know that there's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Kevin will be here shortly, or at the same height as the joke goes. So I'm Michael Mondragon, and I'm your gracious host. You're Ricardo Montalban. You're Mr. Rourke of the Beer Baseball Blogcast. So Angelo, let's get to it. Hopefully Kevin will show up during his segment here, but I'm going to ask you, what are you drinking tonight? And you actually have a special one, so I can't wait to talk about this one.
Yeah, so Michael, I'm very excited to try this. When I let you know that I was drinking this, your reaction also echoed excitement. But this is from New, is it Glarus? New Glarus?
I think it's Glarus.
Yeah, New Glarus Brewing Company out of New Glarus, Wisconsin. The Spotted Cow Ale. Now, beer is only available in Wisconsin. And so I bet you're wondering, how did you get that beer, Angelo? And I'm glad you asked that because I wanted to shout out my cousin, Benny, or Benedetta. And her birthday was this past weekend. And we celebrated by hanging out and watching NFL kickoff weekend on Sunday. And when I opened the fridge, I saw this and I was like, what is that? So she's originally from Wisconsin. And every time she goes home to visit, she brings back a case. There's also another beer that she likes that she brings back. And it was actually, she had it on the door in her fridge with a piece of blue painter's tape over the top saying, "This is Benny's, do not drink." So two things about Wisconsiners. They are three things really. They love their beer, they love their cheese, and they love their Packers. That's right. And obviously this reflects that with the Packer colors on the glass. But very excited to try this. And cheers, Michael.
Yeah, awesome. And it's so awesome that you had that, because when you told me that you're going to have this, like, I'm just like, wait, this must be a misprint because there's no way, like how you get this on the West Coast. The reason I say that, if you go back to my videos, I actually went to Beloit and the Milwaukee. Well, it wasn't the Milwaukee. I have a Milwaukee Brewers one, but there's a Milwaukee Milkman. It's an independent. So when I went to Beloit, they actually had the left field paddock, or field deck is called the cow pasture. And so I sat out there during a double header, and it was great. And I have a video on it. So if you look up in our video archives of going to Beloit, and I actually had the Moon Man Pale Ale. And I say that because this one was kind of rare, I believe, to be there. The Spotted Cow is actually, I think it's pretty common, and you know, Ian and Bubble Plug, you can tell me if I think it's pretty available in Wisconsin. So, but it's a very popular beer. There's also, I think it's called Lakeshore Brewing that is pretty popular as well, and we went there as well. But yeah, I was super excited to see that you got this. I'm like, no, that's got to be a misprint. There's no way you have this beer. It's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really good, and I can see why. It's actually funny because when Mark texted me when he saw Kevin's post about tonight's show with the brewery I was drinking from, Mark texted me. He's like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
And he texted me a photo. He has a case of this at home. And I don't know how he got it, but he's like, "How did you get Wisconsin beer?" So I told him. So anyway, all thanks to Benny. So thank you, Benny, for the hookup. Happy birthday. And I mean, she's directly connected to the show because she's family to me, but she's also indirectly connected to the show because, and the channel, because she actually watched my three boys the weekend I went to SummerSlam to film that video.
There you go.
Back there. So, and any brave soul that's willing to watch my three boys, I drink to you. So, Benny, happy birthday, and thank you for the hookup.
That's awesome. Hey, you're gonna get a kick out of this. Look who's in the chat.
I see that. The human tornado.
He's a human tornado. That's awesome.
El Snowflake.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle baseball hat. Actually, the Beloit Snappers. I don't think they're a baseball team anymore, right? Or I think they were the ones that were right? Yeah, they were taken away. I think they're trying to build a new stadium or something like that. It's all screwed up in Beloit right now. But I loved going there. Oh my God, they're so nice. They're the nicest people ever. I was definitely hoping that they weren't one of the minor leagues that was contracted, but unfortunately that was the case.
No, they're still there.
What's that?
They're still playing. They're
still playing there. I think they moved to a new stadium though.
Yeah, they're a high A affiliate for the Miami Marlins. They just posted their 2022 schedule.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, the latest news is they played their last game at ABC Supply Stadium, so they'll be in a new stadium next year.
Yeah, so that's where this was. It's I saw that they were building a new one. So well, good luck to them, and hope to get out there soon. This is Kevin's beer. This is super awesome. I wish he was here to talk more about that. So we'll skip over this and go to mine. So this is from Mumford Brewing. This is the Always Ready IPA. Now, if you go downtown Los Angeles, there's quite a few breweries down there, and ones that like Kevin loves, like, I love Highland Park Brewing. There's Boomtown, which Kevin loves. There's a couple other ones. There was one at Union Station that I don't know if it's there anymore. They might have shut down because of the pandemic. But this is actually a hidden one. It's actually right if you go to Little Tokyo, and it's just west of Little Tokyo, and it's probably in an area that you probably don't want to walk at night. It's pretty sketchy, but the beer is worth the risk. It is really good. And this has Centennial, Columbus, and Mosaic hops, 6.9 ABV. And it's funny because they released it at the end of November last year. And this was the tagline: a fresh new beer to drink while you're home watching football and gorging on food things. So it's super light. It's definitely one of those West Coast IPAs that, we love so much. So I love every variety. I try to try every variety of West Coast IPA whenever I go to like a new brewery, but this one's a pretty good one. Again, it's a little bit off the beaten path, but definitely worth checking out. Mumford Brewing. You should definitely check that out.
I love the artwork on it too. Yeah, the artwork on it is beautiful.
Yeah, it's just southwest of like Little Tokyo, that area. Awesome. So definitely check that out. So let's when Kevin comes back, we'll talk about his beer and everything, because I definitely want to talk about it. It looks like a fun seasonal beer for sure. But let's get to actually let me back up for a second. Say hello to my brother Adam. Thank you for joining tonight.
Hello.
David, thank you again. Cowboy Jack Durango, we always love when you're here. Chad M, thank you so much. And you know what? I looked up. Bubble Pug actually missed our pilot episode. I think that she might have hit our first episode. She might have been at all the real episodes, but she put a comment on there that she missed the very first pilot episode or something like that. But she's been here since the beginning. Who else we got in here? Yeah, Ian's fishing in northern Minnesota. Man, is it getting cold there already? Is it getting? Because it's still hot here. I'm still sweating here. Yeah, let's see who else is here. Yes, thank you, Jack. I'm the Charlie to your angels. Thank you. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, no, it is not Mumford and Sons Brewery, although that is what I saw when I looked it up. All right. Hey, well, speak of the devil. Is he ready? Yes.
I'm ready as I can be, I suppose.
Right on. Right on. Okay. Well,
yeah,
Kevin,
let me tell you about Mumford.
Yes.
Hey, let me tell you about Mumford while I get my beer ready. You know, it's a little bit of a sketchy area when you drive on the street next to it and there's all these open parking spots.
Yeah.
There's anywhere in downtown LA where you can just park, no problem, no one's around. You're like, yeah, that's not a good sign. That made me a little nervous one of the last times I was there. I was like, oh, I'm glad they survived, because by their location, I was like, I don't wonder if they're gonna be able to survive COVID. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
I'm
Yeah.
glad they're still around. I've been there in a long time myself.
Yeah, they have really good beers. I think we were gonna go down there at one point, but we just it's tough. And Angel City's down there, and Arts District Brewing.
District is by there too. But Mumford. There's nothing really brewery wise. I think of it like at least a good quarter mile there. Like some of those other ones, like Angel City, you can walk easily to Arts District. And I think it's maybe about 5-10 minutes, depending how fast you walk to from Angel City over to Boomtown. And I don't know about Universal Western, I think it was called. That was the one that was at Union Station.
Oh, Imperial Western.
Imperial Western, thank you.
Yeah, that's right. I think that might be gone.
Well, but with if Union Station isn't running at all.
Yep.
I've heard nothing on them.
Mark says that
before my beer, I need to tell you why I'm even later than usual.
Mark says that you might have
California today, right? Story time. Let me tell you this, because this just, I wish I would have got a photo of this. So, there's something going on in California today, right?
Yeah.
Something very,
Yeah.
Yes.
Politically.
So, yes. Well, so I'm driving on the 5 freeway, and I'm like, why does it seem so much slower than usual? And on one of the overhead bridges, there's it looks like a bed sheet that someone wrote #VoteMando, and saying next to it, waving some kind of flag, is a guy dressed as a Mandalorian.
Wow.
So #VoteMando. And I was like, you cost me like 5 minutes of being late, but because literally people were almost stopping to watch. Like people were honking at this guy, and I'm just like, bravo, sir. Because literally after you pass that bridge, traffic opened up for like 2 or 3 miles. Like, all right, I got to make up for some lost time here.
There's only one way to respond to that. This is the way.
Yeah, exactly. This is the way. Exactly. All right. Now I got to tell you about this one. This is interesting to say the least. So this brewery is out of somewhere in Connecticut. I want to say the city's Stratford. And one of my coworkers is from Connecticut. And I've been hearing her tell me about this beer for years. And Two Roads, she mentioned me before. It's like, oh my God, because she's one of these girls. A lot of people love their pumpkin. She's one of the people who like pumpkin season. So this is a pumpkin ale. There's an ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, aged in rum barrels with vanilla beans.
Yeah.
And she sent me photos of it when she's out east, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And it's now actually out here on the West Coast.
Oh, right on.
She got a total wine and saved me a can. So I'm like, heck yeah, I'll try it. Why not? And I love the artwork. I love the good pun on the name, because Rosemary's Baby is definitely one of my favorite films for that.
Oh, no kidding.
Film.
Okay.
I love that. I haven't seen it in a long time. That's a great film. And we don't have to talk about the director, though. That makes you a little leery about it nowadays.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. What are you gonna do?
Everyone's getting canceled eventually. It seems like.
Exactly. Well, that's awesome, and thank you for sharing that.
Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, I've been sitting on this one for a few days. I'm like, oh, this is one for the Tuesday show for sure. Woo! Yeah, it definitely has that. Oh yeah, you could tell. It's like, it smells pretty strong, between like aging in the rum and the pumpkin. And it's 6.8. I don't see an IBU on here.
Yeah. But
cheers, guys. Everyone, thanks for coming out on a Tuesday night again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And vote Mando.
Or is it Mondo?
Mondo. Well, I
like
think it's
Mondo Guerrero.
Mandalorian,
That's funny. That's too funny. So, let me. I wanted to make mention of Mark DeRegula said that he's actually gonna. Does this mean he's gonna get some, Angelo?
Yeah, I said he sent me a picture that he had some, so I wondered how he got it. So he answered the question, solved the mystery.
That's hilarious. And
Michael,
60 degrees and windy in Minnesota. Yeah.
One thing I do have to say, I'm very disappointed in you for one thing. You're talking about all these breweries from Wisconsin. You forgot the #1 brewery in Milwaukee, even though I'm very biased about it.
Shots?
No.
That's
Broken Bat. Come on.
Broken Bat Brewery.
Baseball-themed brewery in Milwaukee.
Absolutely, yeah. Broken Bat is.
I've never been to Milwaukee, but at Wrigley Field they had a Mexican lager that was really good, and I'm like, I want to get out there. Like they made a dill strawberry themed like sour at some point.
Yeah, and in one of my videos that I had from Milwaukee, I have 2 videos from Milwaukee, and I went to Broken Bat. So we'll definitely talk about that again. We have to make a special segment for that. I might even reach out to them because they're pretty active on social media.
Absolutely.
So let's get to it. We're a little bit behind, but we'll catch up. Just like the pilots, and we'll catch up in the air, right?
Yeah. Let's hope we don't go 2 hours like last week.
Exactly. Let's do this day in baseball history, September 14th. September 14th, 1968, in a nationally televised game, Denny McLain becomes a 30-game winner when the Tigers rally for 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to beat Oakland 5-4. The Detroit right-hander, who will finish the season at 31-6, is the first pitcher to accomplish the feat since Dizzy Dean reached the milestone in 1934. So let's actually look back at Denny McLain's 1968, which is absolutely outstanding. So he went 31-6. That year he was an All-Star, World Series champion, AL MVP, Cy Young Award winner, and the next year, he actually was rewarded by Capitol Records with an actual album of his organ playing.
I was waiting for that. I'm like, he's going to go to the record. I'll get ready.
Now Kevin,
selling artist.
I actually own this because of Kevin and his vinyl excursion in New York City, right?
I was in New York City at this thing called Smorgasborg. It's in Brooklyn in like Williamsburg area. It's one of those outdoor kind of food and things, and they have records. And all of a sudden I saw his record. I'm like, I got to bring this back for Michael.
So there is footage on YouTube of Denny McLain playing the organ and Bob Gibson playing guitar.
Oh my God!
It actually exists.
Wow, the 1968 World Series Jam Band. Good.
And I'll be kind and say it's okay. It's not great, but it's worth a watch. It's funny. September 14th, 1974. This picture actually was taken in 1981, so there might be a little discrepancy here. But the Nettles brothers, for the second time in their careers, hit home runs in the same game when Craig goes yard in the first inning with against Mickey Lolich of the Tigers. And his brother Jim takes Yankee right-hander Pat Dobson deep in the second inning of New York's 10-7 victory in Detroit. In 1972, the siblings also hit home runs as opponents in the same contest, but playing for different teams. I wasn't even aware that Craig Nettles had a brother that played in the major leagues.
I vaguely remembered that, but I didn't realize that his brother Jim was at that long of a stretch, because it sounds like you've had a good 10-year career.
Yeah, and he played obviously till 1981.
Yeah.
I was like, because I had to look this up. I'm like, well, this isn't from the 70s. This is actually from the 80s.
Wow, Greg Nelson is becoming like a beer baseball potential Hall of Famer here. Two straight weeks of Greg Nettles.
Two straight weeks, yeah. Exactly. And he was on some other shows too for when he was at the Padres. Yeah. So yeah, he's getting to be a regular. Well, get your beers ready.
Oh.
September 14th, 1975, man. Playing his 242nd Major League game as a teenager, Brewers shortstop Robin Yount breaks Mel Ott's 47-year-old record. The youthful infielder, who was 18 years old, 2 months and 6 days old when he made his debut with Milwaukee in 1973.
Wow.
So pretty amazing. And not really talked about a lot, like as far as his, like he was like, it was, I want to say like Bryce Harper in a sense, you know, kind of in that vein.
I'm guessing because he was in a smaller market, you know what I mean? Not like Milwaukee was such a baseball dynasty. I mean, his career, I think he only made the playoffs that one time in 82.
That's right.
He did the World Series in 82. That'd be the only time I can remember them making the playoffs around that time period.
That's right. And a lot of people don't remember this. He actually made a diving catch to save a no-hitter. Like it was the last out of a no-hitter. Mm-hmm. I think it was like Juan Nieves. So I might be, hopefully I'm right on that.
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Very good.
Hall of Famer Juan Nieves. No.
All right.
Robbing you out.
Yeah.
September 14th, 1976, at Memorial Stadium, Dennis Martinez makes his major league debut, pitching 5.2 innings of shutout baseball in relief to get the win in the Orioles' 9-7 victory over the Tigers. I'm going to throw this out to you guys. Where is he from? What country is he from?
Like,
No, anything? Nothing?
let's say the Philippines. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's go with Angelo. Let's go with Angelo here. Let's go with Angelo's background here. He's like, how dare you, Kevin?
I mean, that was the first thing that popped in my head, but who knows?
He was actually from Nicaragua and the first person to appear from Nicaragua in a Major League Baseball game. And for those who don't know, he pitched a perfect game on July 28th, 1991. And he actually had a very impressive win-loss record, 245, 193, ERA of 3.70.
That is a Hall of Famer level nowadays.
Well,
how many current players are going to get 245 wins? You know,
and we were talking about 3,000 strikeouts. You know, like Max Scherzer just got that. He had 2149. So, I mean, he actually had a very respectable career, and actually, he is a Hall of Famer for Canada. He's in the Canadian Hall of Fame, if you can believe that.
Nice.
So, a Nicaraguan in the Canadian Hall of Fame. Baseball Hall of Fame. Crazy. All right, this goes back to the last couple weeks, actually. Oh. September 14th, 1978, in the Braves 4-0 decision over the Giants, Jim Bouton, who will finish his career with a 62-63 record, notches his last major league win, limiting the opponents to 3 hits in 6 innings of work. The victory marks the first time since 1970 that the 39-year-old has won a game in the big leagues. Isn't that awesome?
Wow. And that 1970 was the Pilots season.
69 was...
I thought
69 was
69 the Pilots season, or was it
69 was the Pilots. Right. They moved to Milwaukee in 70. Yeah, no, you were right in the ballpark.
I was close.
Yeah. But as you know, we talked about the battered bastards of baseball. Like, he revived his career through just that little stint in Portland.
Well, and his future too, post baseball, because that's where he met. I can't remember the name of the guy, but one of the other teammates created Big League 2, and I think
that's right.
Helped get that going.
Yeah, you guys got to watch. You guys got to watch that Netflix documentary. It's so good.
Yeah,
so much.
I forgot about. I didn't know. I thought he was involved in making it, and he wasn't. But I remember in his book at the end of Ball 4, he does talk about the Big League 2 thing, which I was just so blown away seeing that.
It's so crazy, so crazy.
And it's funny because just by the picture, when I saw the hat down, I'm like, oh, there's Jim Bouton, because that was like a thing to talk about. He was
I didn't even realize that was his trademark. His hat would come.
I didn't know it either until I saw the movie. And I just saw the movie with Cowboy Jack, Labor Day weekend.
That's so awesome. All right. September 14th, 1986, at Royal Stadium, Kansas City rookie outfielder Bo Jackson hits his very first major league home run. The 475-foot blast by the NFL running back is the longest homer ever hit in the ballpark. So I'm not sure if anybody's hit one further since, but that's awesome. And I was trying to think of like who, Kyler Murray is the only person that I can think of that could have done two. Well, yeah, no, there's no way he could have done 2 sports because he was quarterback. Like you would have to be there, but because he got drafted by the Oakland Athletics. Mm. So, but I'm like, who could double in the NFL these days?
They're not going to let them do it anyway.
I don't think so either. There's too much money.
They're going to keep that. No, the way the contracts are nowadays, there's no way that there's going to let someone do that.
Yeah.
Because a baseball player, like with Bo, he wouldn't join the Raiders until, I don't think he would join for the first month of the season or so.
That's right. And Deion Sanders as well. And Brian was Brian Jordan? Am I right on that?
I think so. I
thought he was doing that
Cardinal,
too.
but I don't remember what football team he was on. I think you're right on that.
Yeah, I want to say Atlanta. I always think
He
Atlanta.
He played for the Braves. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think he was a Cardinal too. I'm sorry, my bad.
He played. Yeah, he played for the Falcons and the Braves. Yeah, at the same time.
Gosh,
that's okay.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what.
wow.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because I remember there's some tie into like Deion Sanders. Because I in '96 I went to Busch Stadium. And Brian, we actually, my friend Brian and I, another Brian, we actually roamed the stadium, and we sat in a whole bunch of spots, and we sat behind Brian Jordan, and he was playing right field at that time, and it was a big deal because I think that he was like one of the good. It was rumored at that time that he was going to play NFL, or he was. It was very interesting at the time. So 1996, God, that seems like 100 years ago, right?
Come on, Tim Tebow. He can still do it, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Wow, man, he can't even make an NFL or a MLB team.
No, unfortunately not. Who am I spacing out on? There was someone on the Seahawks who got drafted by the Yankees.
Russell Wilson.
Sorry, yes, Russell Wilson. You're absolutely right. Yeah, he actually was in spring training not too long ago.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good call. Nicely done on that.
That's the closest we've gotten nowadays. Who knows?
Yep.
Like I said, that'll happen again.
September 14th, 1986, Bob Brenly, most famously known for the Arizona Diamondbacks, coaching them to a World Series championship in 2001. But in 1986, he was usually a catcher. He ties a major league record by making 4 errors in 1 inning playing third base. And you can just see it in his body language in this one. The Giants infielder makes amends by hitting 2 homers. Only in baseball can you screw up so much and come back and do that, including the 9th inning game winner that gives San Francisco the 7-6 walk-off victory over Atlanta at Candlestick Park. Only in baseball. Only in baseball.
Well, and think about it. A couple months ago, we talked about the Tommy John game, where he made what they called it 4 errors in 1 play, and he still won the game as a pitcher. It's like, what?
Yeah.
How does this happen?
Yeah. I can't remember if it was in the 2011 World Series, but I think it was Game 6 or Game 7. David Freese, there's a pop fly. It's actually an infield fly to David Freese. And he's right under it, and it bounces off his head like Canseco style.
Yeah.
And but he was the big hero of that one. No one remembers that. It just bounced off his head. But only in baseball can you can have this type of statistical anomaly and come back and win the game. I think that's awesome. But we talked about earlier on July 27th, 1988, Tommy John committing 3 errors on 1 play.
Okay.
So, but I thought this was awesome. This is one-upsmanship right here.
And you gotta love you gotta love when the pitchers are wearing the
love it,
jacket.
love it. I hate that they've gone away from that.
Warm-up jacket.
We totally need that much more in life. Angelo, are you familiar with why he's wearing the jacket?
Okay, I guess kind of similar to how now they put their pitching arm in a jacket. Just to keep them warm.
Yes.
But
yeah.
But I don't necessarily know how beneficial that'd be when you're batting. So
so for instance, say the pitcher, he wouldn't be wearing that during batting.
Oh,
but he would single, and then the bat boy would come out and give him the satin jacket.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So amazing. We need to bring that back. If we're going to bring back the bullpen cart, we need to bring back that as well.
It needs to be a satin jacket too.
Satin jacket for sure. Actually, I saw the Ebbetsville Flannels and New Era have come out with new satin jackets. So definitely check that. Satin is back.
As it should.
All right. This one's super amazing. And it's all in one game, too.
Oh, goodness.
September 14th, 1987, the Blue Jays blast a major league record of 10 home runs in an 18-3 rout of the Orioles at Exhibition Stadium. So, starting in the top...
Are you supposed to name these players?
Oh, would you like to? Can you name any of them?
Well, I believe that's Fred McGriff in the lower right.
Fred McGriff. Yep, the crime dog.
I'm assuming that's George Bell right above him.
George Bell, nicely done.
I'll say far lower left-hand corner is Lloyd Mosby.
Nicely done.
Wow.
All right. Now I'll get into the tough ones.
Yeah, these are tough ones.
I don't know. It's funny because I was thinking Ernie Witt.
Ernie Witt, upper left.
I'd say, is it the top middle?
Upper left.
No, upper left.
Upper left. Because the one next to him kind of looks like Rick Dempsey, but I don't remember Rick Dempsey being on the Blue Jays.
No, he actually looks like my shop teacher in high school.
There you
go. But that is the awesomely named in the title of today's video, Rance Mulliniks.
Nice. And I think, and to close it out, can I think that's Kelly Gruber in the bottom middle?
It is not. It is that. Yeah, that's a nice guess. But it is actually Rob Ducey, which I'm not familiar with.
If I haven't heard of him,
Yeah. So Ernie Witt homered 3 times. Rance Mulliniks and George Bell hit 2. Lloyd Mosby, Rob Ducey, and Fred McGriff, each with solo home runs. But, okay, if that's not enough, Baltimore's Mike Hart hit 1. So 11 home runs in the game.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome. But what I found out was that there's actually, since then, there was actually been more. So June 10th, 2019, Arizona hit 8, Philadelphia hit 5 for 13 home runs at Citizens Bank Park, setting a new major league record by both teams. The Diamondbacks won 13-8. But that is the closest that it's been. So pretty amazing.
In the baseball era, I was waiting for you to tell me there's like 8 games since then that hit more than that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And interestingly enough, okay, so that's pretty amazing. This is one game, mind you, right? Okay, so 10 home runs, major league record by one team, 11 in the game. Something else pretty historic happened in this as well. In an Cal Ripken actually was taken out of the game, so his consecutive inning streak was stopped.
Wow.
Ron Washington, who we were talking about the 2011 World Series, he was actually managing the Texas Rangers in 2 World Series, and he actually replaced Cal Ripken, ending Cal Ripken's streak of 8,243 innings.
Gosh.
A span of 904 games.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So super crazy.
And then he's back the next day.
Yeah, right. Get back in there.
Get in there.
There's one for Angelo. September 14th, 1990.
Oh, yeah.
This is you can watch this video. Just look up Ken Griffey Jr. dad home run. Mariner Ken Griffey and his son Junior become the first father and son to hit homers in the same game. Angel hurler Kirk McCaskill gives up the back-to-back blast. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's right. The Angels were not good at this point.
Oh, really?
The Angels weren't nearly as good at this point. McCaskill's a solid pitcher, but yeah, I can see that easily happening.
So, do you remember this, Angelo, or was this off your radar?
On my radar, like once I really started to get into baseball, but I didn't really start getting into baseball till like 92, 93.
Okay.
But this was definitely like, I definitely heard about this like later on once I discovered who Ken Griffey Jr. was and played on this, had the opportunity to play with his dad and such. But so I knew this happened, but at the time I did not.
Yeah. So, some great stuff. I can't remember. It'd be so awesome to play to play in the major leagues with your dad. That was so amazing. So it's so rare. So very, very cool to see. Now we're talking about who were we talking about before, Kevin? Who is the Bell before? George Bell?
Yes.
Okay, so we had George Bell.
Oh, no.
So on September 14th, 1991, Baltimore's Juan Bell, his 10th inning at bat against Eric Bell, is not a ringing success when he flies out to Albert Bell in left field. The Orioles dropped the Memorial Stadium contest to Cleveland in 11 innings, 6-5. So we had 4 Bells in this. And I wish we had a Bell's.
Where's my cowbell when I need it?
A cowbell.
Where's my bell? I don't know where my bell is.
Remember
it's not as handy as my mask is when I need to put on my wrestling mask. But
what about the Bell's Brewing?
Oh,
we need a Bell's Brewing beer as well.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
I remember there was somebody
on the Beer Baseball blog. We get this kind of
this is the content that our Patreon supporters they love this content, right? You're not going to get this anywhere else. And I remember, I can't remember who it was. There was a Bell that played for San Diego, and I'm spacing it right now.
I was say J Bell, but I'm like, wait, no, not J Bell. He was on the.
There was J Bell, but no, there was somebody for the Padres, and whenever he would come up to bat, they would always play "You Can Ring My Bell," and I was like, no, it's the worst walk-up music ever.
Not even For Whom the Bell Tolls. I mean, come on, get some Metallica.
That would be pretty awesome. But no, they gave him the other one. It was, and that's why he wasn't. I can't remember him because it's not memorable. And lastly, September 14th, 1994, due to a strike, 26 of the 28 Major League team owners vote to cancel the remainder of the season, making baseball the first major professional sport to lose an entire postseason because of a labor dispute. The 232-day work stoppage will result in 948 canceled games, shortening both the 1994 and 1995 seasons.
Wow.
Guys, I hate to say this, but I can see this happening again.
I agree with you 100%. This is actually a callback to one of our very early episodes. We had the same discussion. It was within the first 2 or 3 episodes when we had some time for open dialogue, but I could certainly see this happening in modern day, which is a shame because I really feel that this hurt people's perspective and stance of baseball as a top sport. And baseball has, I feel baseball has just really recently started to recover from that Major League Baseball. So if this ends up happening again, it'll be a shame for the game, and most of all, it'd be a shame for the fans of Major League Baseball. So
yeah,
and unfortunately, it's so far away from this. We're 27 years later. You can find look at some of the oldest players in the league. They would have been what? Teenagers. They're 10 years old when this happened. What context are they going to have of this as players?
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to have player representatives who, were around 27 years ago. So you can feel the impact of this. Sure. Maybe some of the managers of the ownership were involved in this, but it's so far away. I wouldn't be surprised if this does happen.
Yeah. And this was a second strike in my lifetime.
Yeah.
81. Years, Kevin. But
81 was bad too. 81 was really bad.
81.
Half a season.
Yeah. That was tough. And it was weird. As an 11-year-old, I didn't know what was going on. I just know there was no baseball that season. It was weird.
Yeah. There's even more money to fight for now, unfortunately. There you go, Chad.
It wasn't Heath Bell though. That is an awesome callback, but it's definitely not. Definitely not it. But it was someone who was a position player, and that's really somebody funny. Look up. I'll say Padres 2008 or 9, somewhere around there. A Bell. Okay.
That's my dark. There's nothing baseball.
Gotcha.
I followed the Angels casually at most during that time period.
There you go.
And I'd hear E. Bronson, talking trash probably when the Yankees would beat the Angels in the playoffs.
Yes.
That at least a couple times around then.
Kevin was in a great strike of 1877.
Hashtag never forget, Don't forget these strikes. Don't forget these strikes. Please.
All right, so let's get to baseball card sharks. Here are the baseball card shark standings. Angelo, missing a week, actually vaulted into first place by missing that. Actually, we actually took the L. But Kevin moving on up. and got to 300. So very nicely done.
Right.
So here are the baseball card shark rules. We're gonna draw 11 cards out of our packs, and then we're gonna lay them down. We're gonna go and you run through the gauntlet. You have 3 bench players. We'll walk you through it. It's actually become a very fun game here at the Beer Baseball blog. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop my screen. I'm going to share my screen, and I actually took some stuff off the board. I'm going to go with all 2021. You guys may have to help me on this, and I'll tell you how in just a second. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's do this. Baseball card sharks. Yep. All right. And so we have Allen and Ginter, we have Gypsy Queen, we have Heritage, and we have Stadium Club on the board. So I'm actually going to shuffle these. Bop, 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 bop. All right, and here we go.
In other words, you have some 2021 packs to open.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we have a lot of them. What do we got? All right.
Heritage. Okay.
2021 Topps Heritage. We're going to go with pitchers wins. All right. So I'm going to stop that screen and add this one.
Every time you do that, I see that. I'm like, we have a guest? I'm like, oh, yeah.
All right, so 2021 Topps Heritage. Since Angelo is in first place, we're going to go with him. So we're going to pull out all the pitchers in here. Hopefully we can get some... I don't think we've gotten auto out of this one. But we will check it out. Starting off with Juan Soto. So he's not in the... But Max Fried is your first pitcher.
Okay.
Freddie Galvis. Mookie Betts in action.
There you go. I like this pack already.
There's the 2020 ERA leaders.
It's not going to be useful for us here.
Yeah, he who shall not be spoken about. Actually, 2 people that the Dodgers don't talk about, Trevor Bauer and Yu Darvish.
Yeah, no kidding.
Lament is the only one. I won't say play.
He's a Padre, so...
unfortunately, in action, Ronald Acuna Jr. Okay, but I have a turned around card, so that bodes well.
Ooh.
So I'm actually going to put
that
one down.
Yeah, save that.
Gregory Polanco.
All right.
Robbie Grossman. Wow,
Jeez.
there's a lot of good rolling of the
Yeah,
yards.
we're not getting any pictures here, though.
All right, so let's see who our turned around card is.
Oh.
It's actually wow. That was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
The batting leaders, but it's a variation.
Is it even numbered?
I have no number.
Oh.
All right, LeMahieu, Anderson, and Fletcher.
We might have to open the whole box at this rate to get your pictures, Angelo.
We have one pitcher. All right, so here we go.
Jeez.
Right. One more time. Let's do it again. Oh, here we go.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly. Javier
Right
Baez.
I start ducking. I watch out for my window. Gosh.
Lucas Giolito.
There we go.
Ian Happ. Nick Castellanos. This 21 rookie stars, Tanner Houck and Sam Huff. That goes over here. Spencer Howard. Boyhood photos of the stars. Jonathan, I love this one. It's Jonathan Scope, but it's Shoop. Shoop.
Yeah,
Shoop.
exactly. You always want to sing Shoop.
It's Scope. And Mike Minor. Wow, we're gonna have to go through 3 packs just to get to pictures here.
At least 3.
Yeah.
This rate. There's only there's not a lot of cards in these.
Well, at least
Jack was saying cool art on the packs. So this is the design of the 1972 top set.
Exactly. All right.
Here we go. I see a picture.
Harlan Garcia. All right, let me move that up there. Jacob DeGrom. Oh, this is
there you go.
That's gonna be right there. That's gonna be a tough one to get to.
Solid. Yep.
Miguel Rojas.
In action.
Jeff Samardzija. Wow,
There's
haven't heard from him for a while. Yeah, here's our pictures coming up. El Mago, Javi Baez.
In action.
In action. Trairo Estrada.
I never heard of this Yankee.
No. Probably no relation to Eric Estrada. Steven Piscotty.
I can't believe you went there.
Steven Souza Jr. Max
Hey,
Scherzer rounds it out.
Am I supposed to make I'm saying Souza. Am I supposed to make a Philip Souza joke? Come on, because I'm that old and I knew him.
Didn't you
Philip Souza?
You know, I told him to change a couple of notes in a couple of his tunes. You know.
All right, Brian Anderson. Wow, look at this picture. It's so crazy.
Brian Anderson.
Ronald Guzman. Was he in Boogie Nights? No, that's another Guzman.
Yes, exactly.
Josh Bell.
Hey, another Bell.
Another Bell.
Another Bell, yes. Bieber, Keuchel, Bassett. Mike Yastrzemski, en acción.
Another in action. Wow.
Alex Bregman, en acción.
Why can't any pitchers be in action?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Cole Calhoun, one of Kevin's favorites.
Go.
Luke Voigt.
Yeah.
Nomar Mazzaro. Oh my God.
Angelo.
Do I not get a bench?
This is crazy.
Just kidding. Honestly, Michael, I say when you find the 3 pitchers, save the rest of the pack for the next round.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You might run out at this rate.
2020 World Series Game 5. That's interesting that the color right there is off right there.
Yeah.
Printing error. Oh, Ty Buttrey. Okay. There's your bench.
Yep. No longer even in baseball.
Miguel Cabrera. Cool one. Getting jiggy with it. Will Smith. Playing for the YMCA. Nicely done. Albert Pujols.
T.O. Albert.
Oh, cool.
Then and now, Fergie Jenkins, Yu
cool.
Darvish. Yeah, that is.
Isn't that now, Mike? But Ferguson Jenkins doesn't look like Yu Darvish. And Yu Darvish doesn't look like Ferguson Jenkins.
Taiwan Walker. Did he play for the Blue Jays?
Photos. He's a pitcher? Oh, yeah.
Ender Inciarte. I can't believe this. We're going to have to open up. Oh, Garrett Cole.
Hey, there you go.
Right. Hey.
Wow, you got
Hopefully,
some stars in here, though.
We did.
Definitely got some stars.
Like, look at how many cars that we had to go through.
That took like 5 packs. We're not gonna have enough packs for this.
Okay, here we go. What's the category again?
Career wins.
It's wins.
Career wins, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Max Fried. Career wins.
Stats.
Wow. 26 career wins. That's actually a lot higher than I expected. Oop, there we go.
All right.
So does Joe Kelly have more or less than 26?
Joe Kelly has less wins than 26.
26. I'm going to turn it over.
I think you're pretty safe there.
He has 46.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Wow.
I can't.
I didn't want to let on because I knew that he started in 2012 for the Cardinals.
That long. Wow.
Yeah. He started in 2012.
I thought he's always been a reliever. That's why that surprised me so much.
No, he actually started, and he played for Boston. Remember, he played for Boston in the World Series team. Then he came to the Dodgers.
We should look at the chat because Cowboy Jack and Bubble Pug both said higher, and I made $1,000 bet with Jack that you lose. So thank you for losing, Angelo. You just almost saved those cards that we didn't lose.
You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep this, and
we saw Joe Kelly though.
Take Joe Kelly off.
We got to take Joe Kelly off. Yeah.
And Lucas Giolito's right there. Okay, so I'll open up another pack. I'll put them down, and you play from these ones. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I don't know how many packs you have left.
No, I have quite a few, but if we were to start over, this is a good idea. So here we go. Yeah, he was a starter.
Check out the cards.
He was a starter for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that because I never heard of him.
I'm sorry
to get the home run to Howie Kendrick. That's the first time I really heard of that guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spencer Turnbull.
There's a pitcher. Yep. No hitter this year.
Yeah, pitcher. That's right.
Yeah, he pitched a no-no.
And AJ Puck right there.
Oh, there we go. Boom, we're done.
Let's see. So
well,
we
why
have
don't
Shane.
you save these for yours?
Yep.
Or am I next or are you next?
I'm next. Yeah, Shane Bieber.
So save these for me.
So I'll put.
Yeah. Save the pitchers for me.
Hunter Alberto.
Okay.
Estevan Floro, Clark Schmidt.
Okay.
Rookie of the year. That's cool. Ryan Mountcastle, New Age Performers.
I've never
What
seen
kind
that.
of new age? New age
Yeah,
music like Yanni? Is that what he's going to do? Is he going to do new age music?
That's what I was thinking. I always think that when I heard of B-Boy, the New Age Punisher, I'm like, that's like Yanni.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. New Age
Thank you for playing
Punisher.
along with me on that one, Michael.
That's right. Jesse and Pete Fairbanks. All right, here we go.
Who the heck is Pete Fairbanks? That could have been a pitcher. I don't know.
I think it might be. You're absolutely right. Actually, it is a pitcher.
Okay, good. We'll save that.
he has a picture.
Put it with Mr. Shane Bieber over there.
Yep. So Spencer Turnbull. Let's see what his. Wow, he has a lot of minor league experience.
Uh-oh.
But major league totals, he has 7.
Okay.
7 wins.
I think he has more than that this season.
That's true. That's true. AJ Puck.
Oh, this is tough.
Yeah, this is tough. You can't go to
Nice
your
young-
bench.
a
We
young-
have got
a young
Garrett
up-and-coming.
Cole, Taiwan Walker, Ty Buttrey.
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna do? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're going, Kevin.
At least on Miami froze. All right. I thought you said you were going. I asked you. I said, is it you or me? And you said you.
Oh no! I said I'm going at some point. I usually go last. Sorry.
I thought you meant you were going right then. Okay.
No,
my bad.
sorry.
Oh, gosh,
sorry.
this is my pick. Oh, gosh. No, now I'm confused. All right. Who's on my bench again? It's Ty Buttrey.
Garrett
Taiwan
Cole.
Walker and Garrett Cole.
I don't want to go Garrett Cole right away. Gosh, because I have no idea on this one. 7 doesn't seem like much, but I don't think AJ Puck has played very long.
I don't think
Let
so.
me go
either.
with Walker. Can I get Walker?
Yep.
Please.
Taiwan Walker
He's
replacing
been around a while.
Spencer Turnbull. Yeah, that was a good move. 35.
All right. I feel a little more comfortable now. Let me go lower.
35. AJ Puck lower than 35. You're 2.
Okay, I would have.
2.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I only know this because I always try to speculate on him on fantasy, and he's been up and down. So 2.
I just didn't know if you would have had a few wins last season. All right,
Lucas Giolito
2.
higher or lower than 2?
2. I'm just kidding. I think he had at least 1 no-hitter last year, so higher.
Yeah. Okay. You'd be right. 31. 31.
Wow, he already has 31 wins. All right, right on.
31.
He's almost past Walker already.
Yeah.
Right.
So here's a tough one. Mike Minor. Higher or lower than 31?
I'll go higher. He's been around. He's been around for several seasons.
Okay. 30.
You'd have to get 8 wins for about 7 or 8 seasons.
71.
All right.
71.
Ooh,
Nicely
all right,
done.
I'll take it.
So
All
we
right.
move up here.
Let's see who I got here.
Harlan Garcia.
I never even heard of this guy,
I've
so
not
let's
heard.
say lower.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's definitely a good call. Ian, any knowledge of Harlan Garcia? Ooh, he actually has 10 wins.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty comfortable with who he's facing next. Don't worry.
He actually played for Miami, which I mean, from 2017 to 2019, and then San Francisco, he was 2-1. So he actually has some. Wow,
Yeah, I think
I've not even heard of him at all.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Okay, so 10, Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom, higher or lower than 10?
I mean, I think he may have 10 times as much.
Yeah, true. All right.
Let's go 10 times higher.
So we'll say higher.
110. I don't know.
70. That is not
Oh,
as many as
wow.
that's not as much as I thought.
Yeah, no, it's not as many as I thought either. All right.
So 70. Very interesting right here. Jeff Samardzija.
Yeah, now this is tough.
This is
He's been
very
around-
tough.
He's been around for a little while. And I was thinking, I can go to my bench.
You got Garrett Cole and Ty Buttrey.
Yeah. But then I look and I got Max Scherzer on the back end there. You know what I
You
mean?
do. You do.
It's 70-ish, you said? Gosh, this is really tough. I'll say,
sorry.
hey, don't show me.
I meant to
I
look,
didn't see that.
I meant to look that one. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I was looking for this one. 70, yeah.
All right, 70 here. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Let me go to Buttery. That's probably my best bet here.
All right.
Because Buttery will have like 10.
Wow, nicely done. 9.
Yeah. So now I can easily go higher. I just didn't know if I want to use Garrett Cole yet or not. Because like I said, I got Scherzer up top. So higher.
Ian says that. Yeah. Go to that bench.
Let's go higher.
We got 80.
Oh wow, he actually did have more.
Jeff Samardzija 80. So 80. And now
I mean, I'm sure Scherzer has more than 80. So let's go higher to close this out.
I wanna go higher. Who sings that song? 176.
Not Michael Mondragon.
Stereo MCs. Max Scherzer. Kevin runs the gauntlet. Nicely done. So I'll keep Garrett Cole on the bench right there.
Alrighty.
I'll take.
And you have Shane Bieber.
I have Shane Bieber and Pete Fairbanks right there.
All right.
Good. Go again.
Hopefully get something more exciting than a variation of a league leaders card.
Ed says Samardzija played football for Notre Dame. Really? Wasn't aware of that. Heimer Candelario. Actually, a really good player. Real good player. Ryan Yarbrough.
Yeah,
he's definitely a pitcher. Brady Singer and Nick Heath. Mm-hmm. Wilson Contreras. En acción. Daniel Hudson, former Diamondback, I think.
I was thinking Cardinals, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
I don't think so, but we'll see when he turns it over.
Alrighty.
Bo Burrows, Kyle Funkhauser, Ronnie Garcia. Postseason, the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Arenado, your buddy, your friend.
My old friend.
Your old friend.
My old friend Nolan.
Antonio Senzaleta. There you go.
Woo!
Senzella.
Yeah.
Don't
worry about it. It's not a pitcher.
I have to get that. All right.
There you go. You don't. Not tonight.
We're powering through
3 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, we're powering through this.
And I know you and I are probably gonna spend 20 minutes talking about someone at the end of the show.
Oh, look at that 2020 World Series. I know people are loving that one. Tommy La Stella. He's looking like a pitcher here.
He totally looks like a pitcher there, although he's not.
Jose Quintana. Yeah, that's definitely a pitcher. Yeah. Here we go. Erin Nola.
We got a couple good ones there.
Jorge Soler. En acción. Josh Donaldson.
He's facing the wrong way.
En acción.
Josh Donaldson, he's like swing legs in a home run, but he's going to hit to the backstop.
Another Wilson Contreras and Yasmani Grandal.
Definitely a favorite among the Dodgers groundskeepers.
Yes, that's right. We heard that the groundskeepers do not like him very much. All right, here we go.
Absolutely hated the guy. They were so happy when he
last
left
pack.
LA.
All right, Lucas Sims, is that a pitcher? Yes. Lucas Sims.
Yeah.
On my bench, Josh Lindblom.
Hey, it's a Brewer.
And a Brewer. Get your beers ready. Debbie
backup
Garcia, Ian Anderson, Christian Javier, Matt Olson. Wow, Rays, finally. The Rays out there. Remember the Rays? They were in there. Desperate Housewife, Eva Longoria.
Why are all these guys swinging at the backstop and not the outfield?
Mitch Garver. Danny Jensen. Oh, my God. I have to open up another pack for
God.
one card. Holy cow. This is crazy.
I just had to use my bench.
Oh, my God. All right. Ryan Castellani, Ashton Godot, Mark Canha,
Hey,
Michael Conforto,
come on. Oh my
Luis
God,
Garcia, En acción,
yeah, oh my gosh.
Hanser Alberto, Keston Hura. Oh, my God.
Hey,
Brewer.
I'll take a beer for that.
I can't
one.
get Finally,
All right.
Alex Cobb.
Woo,
Now an
good.
angel.
And
God.
Fernando Tatis.
Fernando Tatis Jr., Chris Bassett. All right. Oh, my God.
Your ID opened 2021, and look what happened. You went through like 25 packs.
I know. And watch I crap out like in the first thing. All right, here we go.
Jack wants to bet me $10,000 that you run the board.
Okay. Oh, gotta
doesn't
get
mean I take the
yourself
bet,
connected. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Matt. All right, here we go. Shane, don't call me Justin Bieber with 34. I thought he would have more wins, but 34.
I mean, half of them was last year.
Pete Fairbanks. Now, I say to everybody, the way that you should learn about baseball, especially like the fringe players, is play fantasy baseball because you'll know Pete Fairbanks. He'll actually be on your radar. I know that Pete Fairbanks does not have a lot of wins, so I will definitely say lower. Definitely lower.
Yeah, everyone's saying lower there.
And it was 8. Yeah, 8 with Pete Fairbanks. So,
but now you got this is tough here. This is a tough one.
But Ryan Yarbrough is in the exact same category as Pete Fairbanks. But I'm actually gonna go to my bench and I'm gonna switch out Garrett Cole.
Oh yeah,
Garrett Cole for Pete Fairbanks. My new number is 101, which was the name of the Depeche Mode live album. 101. Okay. So Ryan Yarbrough. That's a very obscure reference.
Like, all right, well, you got me and Ed to entertain with these.
Ryan Yarbrough definitely.
I would comfortably think he had a little bit more than 8 or 7, whatever it was.
Definitely going lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 28, so I would not have gotten that.
Oh, okay. I think because I know he's a starting pitcher, so I figured he would have had more than 8.
28. Now,
right.
Daniel Hudson.
Yeah.
He's been around a little bit.
Yep.
This is very tough. I don't even know who to go to. I would say I have to go to Alex Cobb, but I have some Quintana and Erin Nola is going to be tough. So I'm actually going to go. I'm going to go higher.
I think he's in the 30s. Oh, thank you, Ed. I forgot about the one-on-oneers. There you go.
There you go. Yep. Nicely done.
Very good, Ed.
Oh, Daniel Hudson Hawk is lower. Lower.
All right.
I'm gonna go higher.
$10,000 on the line here.
$10,000. And I am right with 52. Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Good job. Good job.
He's been with Chicago, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles. I think he played.
You defied the odds there. Everyone in the chat said lower.
Really? I know Daniel Hudson's been around for a while, so that's why I know.
Yeah, I had a feeling he was with us.
Yeah, because I remember him being with Arizona. So
okay.
So the number is 52. I defied all the chat. I'm sorry, chat. Thank you so much.
No, that's all right. Jack thinks he's gonna win $10,000 from me.
No, you have to pay. Antonio
I have to pay him $10,000 if you win. Apparently.
Senzaleta. I don't even know how to pronounce this. I will definitely say lower. 32, way more than I expected. 32 here.
All right.
32. Jose Quintana. I will definitely, because he is a starter, I will definitely say higher with Jose Quintana. Now playing does he still play for he's playing for the White Sox?
Do they even keep him on the Angels? We have 2 of the scrubs. I hate to say the word scrubs. 2 of the average pitchers the Angels signed on your board here with him and Cobb. They have not done
Cobb,
very well.
right. So I'll definitely say higher.
All right.
83.
Oh, wow. 83.
Yeah.
You can't
So
get
now,
the Angels.
Yeah, so now we have Erin Nola. Now, this is a tough one. I know that he's definitely an established pitcher. He's been hurt
who's on
this
your bench?
year.
I say, look at who's on your bench there.
Because I'm looking at Lucas Sims. I don't think I think he's Quintana.
80.
Who do you? Okay, so I'm gonna go to my bench. I'm gonna go to my bench with Josh Lindblom. Get your beers ready.
There you go. That's a good call. I think you got this now.
7.
Yeah, you got this now. Piece of cake.
7.
You know what this means? We're going to have more freaking cards. Oh, geez.
Higher with Erin Nola. Yeah, 58. I would not have gotten that one. 58. He actually hasn't played that long. So 58 goes to the top. Lucas Sims.
And it's funny because people did say Aaron was lower than.
I wasn't aware. I thought he had more wins. And then Lucas Sims definitely going lower than 58. and
2,
8. All right,
8.
so Kevin and I have run the gauntlet, but I'm actually going to I'm going to be very charitable here, and I'm actually going to do something that's kind of unprecedented. I'm actually going to bring Angelo back in because he is. I'm just looking at his face right now, and he's yeah.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
I have a good variable on the to make it more challenging for us.
Go for it.
If you tie, I think part of the tiebreaker should be how many players you leave on your bench.
Oh, that's a great one. So yeah, we'll definitely work that one in.
That's a good strategy for the future, I think. That way you're gonna have a little more pressure to use the bench.
I like it. Let me give me a second here because I need to find something.
If Angelo wins, I'm quitting the show. I'm just kidding. If Angelo wins, Angelo has to pay Jack $10,000.
Okay. Where is it?
Yeah. It's in the same envelope as the check I have for Ed. All right. Ed's child support is in the same, envelope as your check, Jack. Don't worry, it's coming.
Okay. So I was gonna try something, but it's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna bring Angelo back in. So Angelo, you've been brought back into the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this, and Kevin, since you were the first one to tie, I'm gonna give you first selection. Okay. I'll do the second selection. Angelo, you're gonna get the third selection. So.
I was wondering what we're selecting here.
Okay. We're going to go Dallas Keuchel.
Okay.
Tyler Malay. Trevor May. Fernando Tatis Jr. en acción. Rhys Hoskins. Michael Chavez. Starling Marte en acción. Gio Gonzalez. Or rookie stars, Phillies, Alec Baum, or Spencer Howard. Now, Kevin.
Yes.
Pick a card, any card. Who would you like?
Now you're putting pressure on me. Let's go, Michael Chris Chavez.
Michael
Tatanka.
Chris Chavez. Tatanka. Kevin. I will choose.
I should have chosen that actually.
I'm going to choose Dallas Keuchel.
All right.
And Angelo?
Gio Gonzalez.
Gio Gonzalez. All right. So here we go. So we have 3 people. Shall we pick the highest or lowest card?
Ask
so
the chat.
two people. Oh yeah, the chat. Should we pick the highest or lowest card? Chat, please.
Highest card or lowest card? Yeah, of course. All right, I'm hearing. I got lowest. We got 1 low, 2 low. You know, 30 seconds here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's saying hi.
All right.
So
Now,
lowest.
Hi.
Okay.
Majority lowest. All right.
Yeah, everybody's saying lowest.
3 lowest. All right, we're going lowest.
All right, so we're going with lowest card here.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? Okay, so Michael Chris Chavez. The number is 227. 227. How many cards in the series?
228.
300. There's 300, I think, or 350.
Okay.
I do like Matt said middle card. I wish I would have thought of that. That would have been kind of funny.
No one asked for the tie. So Dallas Keuchel, 80. 80.
This game is rigged.
Gio Gonzalez, Angelo. Could it be a walk-off?
Here it comes.
280.
Oh. If your fans, they would have said higher, you would have won.
Yeah, true.
And Matt Sinister, I win. Thank you, Matt Sinister. Middle card, that's me. I win. Thank you. The work. Of course, it's the work.
I mean, that just gets more fun every week.
I'm glad that Michael won. At least you ran the board and won.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's always a work when it comes to Mac.
Yep.
It's a work, brother.
All right. So let's end off with some baseball trivia. Let me go to this. So.
Yeah, because Angelo, sit back, because I have a feeling Michael and I might go for a while after trivia. Especially Michael. I'm like, oh, I know what's going to happen to us.
All right, here we go. I'm going to share the screen, and here we go. So let's test all of your baseball knowledge on this one. Please, no Googling. We want to know what you know.
As I say every week, the only thing you should Google at is Michael Mondragon.
That's right. That's right. Actually, that's if you Google me, you're probably going to find a whole bunch of Filipino.
No. I said Google at you with their eyes, Googling at you because they're all of your.
Well, if you were to Google me, beauty. There's a lot of Filipino. Like they work in IT.
Come on, Cowboy Jack is undressing you with his eyes every week. It's all right.
Of course. All right, here we go. Talking about 3,000 strikeouts, Walter Johnson reached the 3,000 career strikeouts in 1923. He was the first pitcher to do so. It took someone 5 decades to join him. Who was it? Now, I'm not going to give you any choices. I'm going to let you be on your own.
All right.
So it took 50 years for someone to actually match 3,000 career strikeouts. Max Scherzer just did it over the weekend, and I believe only 19 people have done it.
Wow, that many? That's why I didn't that many.
Yeah.
And think about this. So 17 of them have happened in the last quarter of a century almost.
Yes.
Or not 35, 40 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. There's 2 names I'm thinking of, but I gotta think about this for a minute. I gotta think about this. This is a great question.
Any guesses in the chat?
It's a great question. Oh, the chat has got the answer. Don't worry, they have the answers. Don't worry.
I wouldn't. Definitely not Randy Johnson.
Took over 5 decades. Wow.
No.
It's just no. It's just flat out no.
I'll go. So over 5 decades, so 73 or later, right? Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Phil Niekro.
That's a great guess.
This is so hard.
Great guess.
It's a really hard question. Because I was thinking 5 decades. When it said over, that changed my mind a little bit. Because I had 2 good names. I'm like, all right, who would have finished their career in the mid-70s? Because, let's see. When did Nolan reach 5? 1991.
That's Ian's guess.
I know, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty solid guess, but he started playing in 69, 70. And even I don't think Seaver was around long enough at this point. Gosh, I don't know if I'm going to go with the guy I was thinking of. There's probably an obvious one I'm forgetting. So I'm down to 2 names. I'm down to 2, but I don't know if either one of them got 3,000 strikeouts. Sorry, I could be sitting here all night going,
I know.
Because I'll tell you where I was originally thinking Michael was Don Drysdale, but I don't think he was around long enough.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 names I was thinking of. Juan Marichal, I think, is the one I was thinking of. So no love for Bernie Mac. No, sorry. No. If you watch the film, I don't think he was a pitcher. It was about that. It wasn't about 3,000.
That was about hits, yeah.
Yeah.
About hits. Unless you're getting strikeouts off the field, then maybe Jack is Mr. 3,000.
Yeah.
Off the field. But at the same time, Jack is a good ratio. It's like Reggie Jackson. For every strikeout,
That's right.
A home run almost.
Exactly.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Reggie has the most strikeouts, and he hit like 500 some home runs. All right. I know that. I was like, ooh, do I dare do this? Yeah, it's a little harsh. Bob, there you go, Bob Uecker. That's it. I'm gonna kick myself for not knowing this.
Phil Necro is Angelo's guess. Kevin.
I mean, Bob Gibson's my other guess, but I don't know if it would have been him. I'll stick with Juan Marichal because that was the first thing that came to my head.
Okay. So, yeah. So Angelo and Kevin, their votes are in. Phil Necro and Juan Marichal. Kevin, you should have stuck with Bob Gibson.
Wow.
On July 17th.
He pitched long enough.
I didn't think about Bob Gibson until Kevin mentioned him.
And I should have known. That was the third thing in my head. Oh well.
Yep. Yeah. And okay, so it goes. Let's see if I can. Why is this out of order?
Would Nolan have been next or Tom Seaver?
So
I don't know.
This is wild.
Hey, Matt said he was half right. He said it was a Bob, and Bob Uecker did play a Bob Gibson. So I think that does count for something.
Nolan Ryan has the most, but I mean, he didn't do his till 1980. That's when.
Right. But that's still crazy. In like 10, 11 years, he did that, you know?
Yeah. So Bob Gibson did it in 74.
Right.
So July 17th. The person who did it after him was Gaylord Perry.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, wow. I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, and then came like Seaver, Nolan Ryan,
Steve Carlton.
Yeah. Steve Carlton is definitely in there. Tom Seaver is in there. Don Sutton's in there, 83. Right. Phil Necro actually 84. So that was a great guess. Nicely done, Angelo. Actually, a guy who snuck in there that doesn't get a lot of love, Ferguson Jenkins.
Yeah.
Fergie Jenkins. All right, so that was a good one. I was glad that I didn't put
question. I'm just
I was glad that you guys got your brain going, and so that's a good one. So let's go to this next one. And
I need a multiple choice. I like having to think a little bit harder. Oh,
all right. So a big deal at the Beer Baseball blog on September 10th. Seth Beer hit a home run in his very first major league at bat. Who was the other rookie to hit a home run in his first at bat this year?
I have absolutely no idea. None. Come on, people, help us out here.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool because he actually had a very interesting little time around this. And
there you go.
You might
Bubble Pug is on it. So I'll say Bubble Pug has our answer already, and I don't know it, so I'm not even gonna.
So Bubble Pug with Jared Kelenic.
I don't know. There's some good guesses out here because otherwise I have no clue. Yeah, I'm with Ian on this one.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, exactly.
Spero porky.
I don't know. I think was it I don't know his name, but was it the dude that his dad was in the crowd watching his first MLB game?
A lot of parents are in the crowd now when all these things happen. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I think was he on the Padres? I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
I think the Padres guy was a pitcher, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. The Padres guy was a pitcher. Yeah. I don't remember. I wouldn't remember the names, but Elon Musk is the best answer. Let's just say it's Elon Musk, and Jack is the god among all men. Whatever he says every week. The golden god.
All right. So, actually, Angelo, we may need to research this one because you may be right on that one. Although that was his first at bat ever. Is he a rookie? That's interesting.
Oh, Bubble Pug. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. To hit the grand slam.
Yeah.
We may have to research this because there may be a discrepancy here because you're absolutely right on that one. That's actually a variable here.
I totally forgot the picture, yeah.
Yeah, and but there was another one. It was at the very beginning of the year. So let's look this up because the answer is Akil Badu. He did it on April 4th, 2021. Now, the what was so special about this is he hit a home run on the very first pitch he saw in the major leagues.
Wow.
The next day, he hit a grand slam.
Mm-hmm.
The next, I think it was 2 games after that, he had his first stolen base, and he also had his first walk-off single. Jeez. He had like an amazing first week.
Yeah.
But
I think he's still around on like Yesman Mercedes or whatever that guy's name. Yerman Mercedes.
Oh yeah, that guy like almost quit baseball because of Tony La Russa. But you're right. Yerman had like 7 home runs in like his first week. It's like some crazy.
And now he's gone. And people are paying $1,000 for his car.
The kid's name was Daniel Camarena, and it was his first career at bat.
So there you go. So this is tainted, and it's actually where I got this. I actually got this from Major League Baseball. They actually they did not mention him. They mentioned Akil Badu, but they did not mention that. So bad on Major League Baseball, but you're absolutely right. That's I forgot about that as well.
And in a full circle moment, who did he hit that grand slam off of?
What wasn't it Scherzer?
It was Scherzer.
Yeah.
Who the first trivia question was based off of. So
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. So obviously some asterisks, but no one knew his name, so that I can't give it to anybody. Yeah. But Akil Badu on the very first pitch, I think the only other person I can remember in recent history, Starling Marte, I think hit a home run on the very first pitch he ever saw. I think it was in Houston. But that's because I'm really I'm an idiot savant when it comes to baseball. Okay, so that is the show we had for you today. Unfortunately, I wanted to make mention of this, some bad news that we heard today. Norm Mcdonald passed away today, and which was I wish to God this was a fake story. Norm Mcdonald, one of my favorite comedians of all time, and it's funny because I just had this thing about Norm that I wanted to go see him. This was pre-pandemic. I was like, I have to go see him and Dave Attell as many times as I can. And I think that Norm was playing at like the Irvine Improv and quite a few places.
Yeah, he's played there a few times, and I gotta see one of these times.
I know. I just could never go see him. It was just never convenient. And which just proves to you and proves to everybody, it's like, put the time into the people that love you, and for the people that don't, just don't give them any time. But this is a guy that I wish I would have seen him a lot more. I watch him literally all day on YouTube. I don't think a lot of people know that. There's a couple people that I watch all day on YouTube, and Norm is one of them. Always comes up in my feed. Brilliant. And if you're not familiar with him, if you go to our Twitter, he talks about this story. Well, he talks about 2 stories. One is Bob Uecker. He has a great Bob Uecker story to tie it to baseball. But he also has another one where Norm and Artie Lang went to a game, and he talked about John Fogerty, who was in Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yeah. It's a great story. It's on our Twitter, so definitely check that out. Gone too soon. Brilliant. And a super huge fan of Rodney Dangerfield and
big baseball fan, obviously.
Big baseball fan. Yeah, love the Yankees and obviously so engrossed in baseball and sports that he bet his fortune away on sports. But too brilliant. Kevin and Angelo, do you have any remembrances of Norm Mcdonald?
Well, I mean, I watch them quite often, obviously, and literally, I somehow never saw Dirty Work until about 5 or 6 months ago. And then friend of the show, Top Gun, Talwar, is like, you never saw Dirty Work? And so he brought it up and watched Dirty Work with him. And as Matt mentioned, Artie Lang, and such a funny movie. So good. So good. And those two, I'm still like, wait, Norm's gone, but Artie's still here? I'm like, what? How's this happening? But that's just the way life can be, unfortunately, sometimes, But such a funny guy.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Angelo, what's your remembrance of Norm?
Yeah, so man, Dirty Work is probably one of my all-time favorite movies. It's just one that kind of was a cult classic for me that I remember watching and just couldn't stop laughing. I definitely had the opportunity to see Norm Mcdonald live at the Irvine Improv number of years ago. Yeah. And I probably never laughed so hard at a live comedy show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So just because
awesome.
Yeah, just because like with comedy, it's really all about. I mean, material is important, but it's really the comedic timing, and just the way that he no-sells stuff.
Yes.
During a set is like hilarious, which makes it even more hilarious. And I remember there's a couple moments on SNL where he's like trying not to break kayfabe, you know what I mean, in a couple spots. But one thing that I think is super admirable, and this kind of, I had similar remarks to say when Chadwick Boseman passed away last year, is he secretly fought this battle with cancer, and didn't want the pity, he didn't want the sympathy, he didn't want anyone to know, because he wanted people to remember him for him being funny and his material and his career. So I think that's really an endearing quality to have, to be able to fight that for 9 years and not really share that publicly. So rest in peace, Norm, and thanks for all the laughs.
Yeah, he's definitely tremendously missed, and thank God for YouTube and movies and all this other stuff.
So much on YouTube. So much on YouTube.
Yeah, he's absolutely incredible, and actually, like Kevin jokes about Jackie Martling, but he literally is a throwback to that. I remember him doing a roast one time where he actually went back to the old hacky jokes, and people thought that he was kind of losing his mind, and he was super calculated about what he was doing, and just like he had everybody in the palm of their hand, but like they didn't know it. That's the brilliance of Norm Macdonald. So he will definitely be missed, and I was really sad to see this today. And again, I hate getting older because more people leave, and so it just one of those lessons of like make hay while you can. All right, so catch us on all of our socials. Be a champ and do that for us. And guys, have any last words?
Oh yes, if you need some humor in your life, be sure to call Jackie the Joke Man Martling's joke line at 516-922-WINE, because I think I'm gonna need a laugh after the end of this show. Yeah. Besides just watching Norm Macdonald clips all night.
Yes, for sure. Angelo? Yeah,
thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 72. And appreciate you guys. Again, we say it all the time, but we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, but we also would be doing this if none of you guys were watching. So thank you for indulging with us, and don't forget to tune in each and every Saturday for Beer and Break with Angelo. And I'll be opening up some more NFL football product this upcoming Saturday to celebrate the kickoff of the NFL season.
Right on. So next Tuesday, actually next Saturday, Angelo, but next Tuesday for another Beer Baseball Blogcast. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We really appreciate all your support, and we will see you next Tuesday. Good night, everyone. Take care.